welcome to your maths video for Friday the 3rd of July. Today we're going to have a little look at duration of time. So we've got some problems and we need to work out how much time has passed from one time of the day to the next. So if you're doing your mile sheet today, you've got an activity which looks like this, where you've got two clocks with an arrow in between and they're displaying two different times. And it's your job to work out how much time has passed and fill in the missing number. Now, you've not got this picture on your sheets today, but it will help you. So what you can do is you can flip back through your booklet, rip out one of the pages and put this picture next to you to help you with today's work. Okay, so looking at the first time of the day, okay, if I go from o'clock and look at the long minute hand, I can see it's 5 past, 10 past, quarter past. Okay, if I check on there, if it's at the 3, it's quarter past. Looking at the hour hand then, it's just after the 10, so it's quarter past 10. Okay, so you could write that on if you wanted, you don't have to, but if it helps you can write it down. I'm just going to remember that it's quarter past 10. Looking at this clock then, the minute hand has moved to the 6. Now I know if it's at the 6, it's gone halfway around the clock, so it's half past. Okay, so it's gone from quarter past 10 to half past, oh, and we're still at 10, so it's just after the 10 and between the 10 and 11, so it's half past 10. So it's not a new hour of the day, so I know I've only moved so many minutes, I've not moved hours. Okay, so I've gone from quarter past 10 to half past 10. Now, I've given you something to help you. Okay, so the minute hand was at the 3. It's now moved to the 6. But what I've done in a lighter colour is I've drawn that arrow in for you. And that's going to be your starting point today to work out how much time has passed. Now we know when we're thinking about minutes, each number represents 5 minutes. So when we move from o'clock, it goes to 5 past, so then it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So each number represents 5 minutes, so I'm going to count it in 5s. So starting at the 3 then, I'm going to count in 5. So I'm going to draw little jumps to help me. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. Okay, I've done 3 5-minute jumps and it's 15 minutes. So from quarter past 10 to half past 10, I've jumped 15 minutes. Right, let's try another one of those then. This time the arrows aren't drawn on for me to help, but I'm going to do that. So I can see it's 5, it's 10 past. So my long minute hand's at the 2, which is 10 past. And I can see it's 10 past 3. Okay, now this time it's on the 2 side of the clock and it's pointing at the 8. Okay, so if I look at the 8, I can see it's 22 and it's 22:04. So it was 10 past 3, it's now 20:04. Okay, I haven't moved longer than an hour though. Okay, the time hasn't passed that much because it's not yet 4 o'clock. Okay, if it had gone past the 4, I know it had been more than an hour, but it hasn't. So what I'm going to do to help me is I'm going to draw on the arrow. Okay, so that's where my minute hand was, and I'm going to count my jumps. So remember, each number represents 5 minutes. So let's count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm stopping there, Luke, because that's where my minute hand is. So it's past 30 minutes. Okay, let's try one more. So it was 5:45. I could use that to help me remember. It's now 5:45. Okay, so my long minute hand was at the 9. So I've drawn that on there. It's then moved to 5:02. So let's count. We've gone 5, 10. So 10 minutes has passed. Okay, so I know you've got your arrows already drawn on for you, but if you go to the medium and hot version, you've got some word problems. Now you might find it useful today to perhaps draw some clocks, or you might use some clocks which are already in your booklet to help you. Okay, you can draw on, perhaps on your old clocks in your booklet, you can draw on some new times and count the jumps. So I'm just showing you there how you can draw a time of the day on and then count jumps to work out the duration of time. Let's have a look at a few problems then. So, number one, it says the bus left at 9 o'clock. It got to school 20 minutes later. What time did the bus get to school? Okay, so I'm going to use this to help me. And you can ignore the time which is already displayed and perhaps use a coloured pen. So the bus left at 9 o'clock. So it's already on o'clock. I'm just going to go over that. Okay, so there's my long mini-tan pointing at o'clock. And it's left at 9 o'clock. So this is a tip for you. I'd get some coloured pens and draw on the clocks throughout your booklet to help you. It got to school 20 minutes later. Okay, so it's past 20 minutes. So let's count from o'clock. So you're looking at your minute hand, 20 minutes forward. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So it will be 20 past, okay? And it's only got 20 minutes, which I know it takes 60 minutes for it to be an hour. So the time would be 20 past 9, okay? Now you might not need to draw on clocks, you might just know that and you might be able to work out, right, it was 9 o'clock, so 5 past, 10 past, quarter past, 20 past. Okay, let's look at number 2 then. The coach left for the zoo at 10 o'clock. It took 1 hour and 30 minutes to get there. What time did the coach arrive at the zoo? Okay, so I'm going to underline or circle the important information. So it left at 10 o'clock. It took 1 hour and 30 minutes to get there. What time did the coach arrive? Okay, so if I'm at 10 o'clock, 1 hour later, I know would be 11 o'clock. Okay, and then it's 1 hour and 30 minutes. I've done the hour, now I need to do the 30 minutes. Now I think you'll already know this one, but let's look at the clock. If I imagine, now let me get a different colour, I'll rub this one out. So you could perhaps go to another clock in your sheet. There we go, let's get a different colour. If it's 11 o'clock, okay, there's my hour hand, there's my long minute hand. I've done the hour, I need 30 minutes more. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm sure you already know it's going to be half past, so it'll be half past 11. Okay, so you can write that down, half past 11. And another way you could write it would be 11:30. Okay, so you've got some problems like this on your sheet. Now remember, top tip, if you need something to help you, go back in your booklet, use some of the clocks, those pictures or any of the clocks, draw on them, write on them, count your jumps, or you can maybe draw your own clocks to help you. But I'm sure you'll do great. Good luck.